Ahmed Cevdet Pasha was one of the greatest minds produced by the Ottoman Empire. He was an Ottoman minister, judge, historian, linguist, and writer who was well acquainted with Islamic and Western philosophy, mathematics, geography, and history. Ahmed Cevdet Pasha was also fluent in the Turkish, Arabic, Persian, French, and Bulgarian languages. Because of his vast intellectual abilities, Cevdet Pasha was employed by various Ottoman ministries such as the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Justice, and the Ministry of Trade and Industry, where he made a variety of reforms that protected the Ottomans from Western exploitation. Ahmed Cevdet Pasha was conscious of European plans to mentally enslave Ottomans and indirectly colonize them by introducing Western courts, schools, and customs in the Ottoman Empire. Ahmed Cevdet Pasha worked hard to preserve Ottoman and Islamic heritage while at the same time adopting useful inventions and reforms from the West. During his time in the Ministry of Education, Cevdet Pasha wrote many textbooks for Ottoman students. For example, he wrote the book entitled Qawaid-e Osmaniya, which is considered the first book on the grammar of the Ottoman Turkish language. This was used as a textbook in schools in order to promote the Ottoman language and make it the primary language for teaching all modern subjects. Cevdet Pasha also published a textbook known as Malumat-e Nafiya, which was taught in Islamic classes in secondary schools in order to promote basic Islamic knowledge in all Ottoman schools and to give students a spiritual foundation regardless of the subject they chose to pursue. During his time in the Ministry of Education, Cevdet Pasha also established the Ottoman Scientific Committee known as Anjuman-e Danish, which consisted of 40 members who met once a month in order to discuss changes to the Ottoman curriculum. After working in the Ministry of Education, Cevdet Pasha was hired by the Ottoman Ministry of Justice, where he made major contributions. Cevdet Pasha was appointed as a judge in various cities, including the holy city of Mecca in Arabia, and he was known for his uncompromising justice. Due to his popularity as a judge, Cevdet Pasha was appointed as the head of the Ottoman Ministry of Justice. During his time as the Minister of Justice, Cevdet Pasha clashed with the Ottoman minister known as Muhammad Amin Ali Pasha, who wanted the French Civil Code to be translated and applied in the Ottoman Empire. Ahmed Cevdet Pasha strongly rejected the idea of copying French laws, and he advocated the idea of creating a law system which met the needs of the time but was based on Islamic law. In order to convince the Ottoman Sultan of his idea, Cevdet Pasha wrote a 16-volume work known as Majalla al-Ahkam al-Adliya, which was a modern code of Islamic Ottoman law that was compiled with the help of Islamic scholars. Sultan Abdul Hamid was impressed by this work and implemented it into the legal system. Cevdet Pasha was strongly against the idea of borrowing laws from Western countries, as this would destroy the fabric of Ottoman society, which was religious, conservative, and family-orientated. Cevdet Pasha was suspicious about European intentions regarding the Ottoman Empire, and he took a hard-line stance against the advocates of Westernization. Another aspect of Westernization that was infiltrating the Ottoman Empire at the time was the idea of nationalism. Jودت Pasha warned the Ottoman government of this idea and stated, "In Europe, patriotism replaced religious affiliation. Their children hear the word homeland from their childhood, which made the propagation of patriotism easy for European governments. But if we said the same thing to our soldiers, the spirit of local patriotism would replace their spirit of jihad, and our armies would be without a spirit to move them." During his last years in the Ministry of Justice, Jودت Pasha also established the first ever faculty of law in Ottoman history, known as the Istanbul University Faculty of Law. Jودت Pasha eventually retired from politics in 1890 and devoted his time to writing. In the last years of his life, Ahmed Cevdet Pasha wrote many great works of literature and he published many books, including Stories of the Prophets and the History of the Caliphs, an Ottoman translation of Ibn Khaldun's Al-Muqaddimah, and his famous 12-volume History of the Ottoman Empire, known as Tarikh Jawdat. This book gained a good reputation among Western scholars who used it as one of the main sources for the history of the Ottoman Empire. Ahmed Cevdet Pasha passed away in Istanbul in the year 1895.